Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
It looks like you got into a fight with an APC, part of the 20th Tank Division of Russians. They are operating just to the northeast of here.
If I take you back to my camp, the crazy one's gonna yell at me, and the cranky one's gonna be all fatherly disappointed I brought you back.
This motherfucker picked up another stray.
I opened fire. No.
That's not as funny, since I've already been shot by you. It's not as funny anymore.
I think it's funnier.
We can't have anybody here that's NATO at all. All right, so last time we left Emmett, Merrick had gone up to talk to the people that were like the guards for that little small village, right? And we see him come walking back. And we see Emmett kind of just like watching from afar. And we would fade out. We would dissolve into this other scene. And it's back in Hawaii. And Emmett's there. He comes walking back from the mailbox. And there's something in the mailbox from the Department of Defense. But it's got Keanu's name on it.
We see Emmett sit down at the kitchen table, just very stoked, very quiet, as he just kind of just stares at it, almost in disbelief, but not really telling anybody else in the household what he has at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Until he would hear, I'm guessing that his wife would notice that he's just kind of sitting there with the 1,000-yard stare on his face.
Yeah, she comes in and she's got like her hands full of like grocery bags, right? And she comes in, she's like, "Hey, Emmett, could you give me a hand? There's some more bags in the car. What do you got there? What's is that the mail?" And she's like setting bags down on the counter. Pineapple falls out and rolls over on the counter. She's like picks it up and she's getting things out of the bag.
Well, it's happened. It's what we've been afraid of this whole time.
Have you told him yet? Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. I haven't said nothing to him yet. I just got this out of the mailbox.
In the background, we can hear like Super Nintendo game being played, like Super Mario Kart, probably for the era. I assume, Kyle, you're playing Keanu still. So, what SNES game is Keanu playing?
We can go with Mario World. I would probably be Super Metroid, but we can go with Mario World.
Okay. Should we call him in? I mean, he hasn't even graduated yet.
I mean, with what's going on, what we've seen in the news and stuff, I don't particularly know that it matters too much.
Hey, Keanu.
Yep. Hey,
could you come here for a second?
here in just a second. Let me finish it. All right, hold on. Let me pause it. Hey, ooh, you're back from the grocery store. Oh, good. There's no food in this house. What'd you get? I'm starving. Ned start rifling through the bags.
She pulls out a can of Spam, puts it beside the pineapple.
Ooh, you gonna fry some of this up? Oh, I love the way you do this.
Keanu, I need you to come over here and sit down.
Why so serious? Am I in trouble? What did I do? I mean, I'm hungry, but like, all right. Okay, Dad.
No,
sorry,
no,
Dad.
You're not in trouble. Not with me, anyhow.
Who am I in trouble with?
We see a small TV on the counter in the kitchen, like one of those like little, 12-inch maybe, like TVs that people would have on their counters. And it's just like we can see the news playing on it. It's like shit going on over in Europe. Continue.
Emmett would, once he sat down, Emmett would just kind of put the envelope on the table and slide it over to him.
Mail, all right, from the Department of... Oh. Okay.
And it says Keanu something Peterson.
Keanu Emmett Peterson.
Of course.
I would open the letter.
Yeah, we can tell from the text on it that it's from the draft board.
Congratulations, Mr. Peterson. You have been selected. Oh. I've been drafted. Please report. This is 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now.
Oh. But I have planned. Like, do I have to do this?
Yeah, I'm sorry, son. Yeah, I can make some phone calls to see if I can't get you delayed or something like that. I don't know that I know anybody right now that's going to be able to help you in any way.
We're talking about war breaking out. Why do they need a kid from Hawaii? What good?
With your connections, your best bet, by the way, would be to try to get him like non-overseas. You know what I mean? Like where he gets stationed somewhere here in a fucking office somewhere. Yeah.
Well, are they just going to put a gun in my hand and put me on the front lines, Dad?
I mean, not if I can help it. There's a few people that I still know that I might be able to talk to, but
worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, Dad. What's this mean?
Worst case scenario means that you're heading to boot camp. You're heading to war.
I mean, you were in the service, Dad, and some days you talk about it as a good thing, and some days it sounds like it was the worst decision of your life. I don't even get to make that decision.
No, it seems like the world we live in now has made it for you. Look, you're gonna be all right.
You promise?
I'm gonna get on the phone here. I'm gonna make some calls. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what's going on. See what they know. Because I don't think we're getting the whole story from the news. So.
Dad, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
I don't want this for you. Me and your mother have prayed every night that this wouldn't happen, but I've just had a feeling in my gut that this is where we were headed.
What if I just I jump the island, I go somewhere else, I run, they can't find me? I'm not built for this.
Son, when it's the whole world, where are you running to?
What good am I going to do to save the whole world?
I'm not asking you.
They're talking about firing nuclear weapons, Dad. What's a soldier going to do?
I understand that, but I feel like if you flee now, one, you'll be running the rest of your life, and two, I mean, where are you running to? If the fight's everywhere, where are you running to?
Not the front lines, that's for sure.
Look, I'm going to try and make sure you don't end up on the front lines. I'm going to do everything I can to protect you. Keanu, I've always come for you to the best of my ability, so...
Dad, this war's in Europe. This war's in Russia. You can't protect me in Russia.
I can pertinently protect you wherever you go, so... It's gonna be okay, alright? This just happened. Let's process this for a little bit, but I've got some calls I need to make.
I gotta start doing push-ups, I guess. I don't know. This is... I guess it is what it is.
Canonically, nukes had not been fired yet, and we're still a couple years away from that. Nukes actually getting used.
He did say talking.
I know. I'm just wanted to say they haven't been used yet. That's all. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Not used, but I'm sure posturing.
I mean,
I
in all honesty, that posturing happens a lot of times well before use, yeah.
I thought I remembered reading things that this was kind of initially kind of like an additional Cold War it started out as.
Yeah. I mean, like when it was starting, it was mostly they were going to send troops to Germany. That was a somewhat slow build, and it wasn't until Israel used nukes that it kind of like justified the Soviets then being like, well, fuck it, and then they used them, and then, yeah. Anyway. But we cut away. And we see Keanu in a back of a pickup truck, a blue truck, and he's sitting beside Anderson. It's nighttime, and they're pulling up to this building. We can kind of just see that look on Keanu's face, just thinking back to where this all began. And at this point now, Brian's playing Keanu, and Kyle's playing Anderson. Because some shit changed in boot camp. It's weird.
That Emmett in his middle name came out a little bit more.
It's almost like they tear you down, break you down, and build you back up to something else. And put you back together somewhat. As good as they can. We can build them stronger, faster, maybe.
More like turning hamburger meat back into a steak.
That's Salisbury steak, and it's fucking delicious. I don't care what anyone says.
But yeah, so we see Keanu in the back of the truck, and they're pulling up to this building, and the woman gets out of the truck, and she's like, if you would, you can come inside with us, please.
Yeah.
We'll find you.
I'm going to need some help.
Yes, obviously, they will be carrying you in. That was the next thing that the referee was going to say, was that they're picking up the litter and carrying in the guy that's paralyzed currently. And we'll find you a place you can sleep in here. Hope you don't mind the mess. I mean, it's kind of temporary, so.
No, it's the last couple sleeps we've had have just been out in the world, out in the wilderness. So even a makeshift roof at this point is better than what we've been doing.
And they lead you in, and you can see there's like other soldiers that are with them. Like once you go inside, like there's the people that were helping you guys out, and she introduced herself as a doctor. And but when you get inside, there's some guys that you're like, that guy's American, and in a like American camis and shit, and like as you're looking around, you start kind of piecing together that they're kind of a hodgepodge mix of people. Some of them probably Poles, a couple of them might be German.
Thank you guys so much for not just leaving us out there.
Of course. We'll take your friend over here, and we'll check him out and make sure he's okay. If you will, find an area over there. You can rest. Seems like you've had a long day.
For the record, I'm not okay.
It's been longer than a day. And Keanu would actually stay just close to Anderson as much as he could. Wherever they kind of sat him down, and kind of, he'd almost just set up beside him, kind of like you would imagine somebody in a hospital room with a visitor kind of thing.
So the doctor's there. They kind of check Anderson out just to, kind of make sure he's as okay as he can be. Let me roll their medical aid. they got a success, so that's good. That means you'll heal twice as fast. And do you guys talk about anything while you're sitting there? Counting, Anderson, Mr. Anderson.
So what do you think this means? Is this out of the frying pan and into the fryer kind of thing, or?
I don't know. I mean, they seem trustworthy enough. You know, they could have just shot us out there and left us. It would have been just as easy. But instead, they picked you up when I was dragging you and brought us here. They just treated your wounds, so.
But is that so they can just torture us for information again?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see any ill intent here.
I hope you're right. Between losing LT, between losing
Butler.
Yeah.
I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, but I mean, at this point, you're basically all I got, Anderson.
It's just you and me.
I mean, they're treating you, so hopefully we can get you back up on your feet. After that, I don't really know exactly where we're at, but hopefully we can try and keep getting back to the States.
I was gonna say we're a tank crew without a tank, so.
I mean, we're nothing at this point.
Well, yeah.
We're alive. I guess that's what we can say.
What if they want us to fight for them, or like become soldiers for them, or become? I don't know. I want done with this.
I couldn't agree more. I just want to get home. I want to get home. This wasn't supposed to be like this.
Okay, so first things first. I need to get healthy. And then we need.
You need to rest. You need to rest. I'm gonna stay here with you. I'll keep an eye on you.
I hear you say that, but if you have the chance to get the hell out of here, you get the hell out of here.
I don't want to leave you. You're, like I said, you're the only person I know.
Don't be a hero. Being a hero got 2 of our friends killed, and me, whatever Swiss cheese I'm in. Whatever you got to do, man. Don't worry about me.
In the background, you can hear this radio. Every once in a while, you hear this voice coming over the radio. You recognize it sounds like it's Russian, but there's somebody sitting over there, like listening to it and like jotting stuff down, listening to it, jotting stuff down. But it's like on the other side of the room. You just hear like Russian, 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 Russian. You like the way I do that? Just Russian, 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 Russian. Rabble, 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 Russian, Russian, Russian. But that's it.
Anderson, you know what they're saying on that radio over there?
I don't. Whatever that is, I don't speak it. You know me, man. I barely speak English.
I mean, do you think that they should be? It sounds Russian.
The lady that picked us up wasn't Russian.
Right, but is that incoming transmission for them, or are they just trying to overhear?
Hopefully it's them trying to stay one step ahead.
I hope you're right.
Because I know we've been 3 steps behind this whole time, so hopefully somebody's got a working plan.
I hope you're right.
Beside you, you see some kind of like yellow, like faded old pages of like pieces of paper with like printing on them. They're just kind of like sitting over there in the corner, just right out of arm's reach from you.
Yeah, can I see what those say, or is it even in English?
Yeah, it's in English. So you pick it up, and on the piece of paper, on the very top, it says Twilight 2000. And it's got the events, basically. Like something, not exactly like what happened, but something similar. And it's like kind of talking about like this timeline that's sort of what happened. Like it's like a war between the Soviet Union and the NATO forces, and nukes being exchanged, but it's only like a couple pages of it, and you're not able to get all the details, but it's like the couple pages that you have are like little snippets of it. But when you look on it, it's also got like these. It looks old, right? Like it looks like it's from, I don't know, 20 years ago, approximately 15 to 20.
Anderson, what do you make of this? These old papers here look like they're, I mean, it looks like current events, but I mean, these papers look like they're about to fall apart.
I can't make heads or tails of this. This looks too old to be current events.
What sense does that make then? There's something strange going on here.
Yep. We need to get to the bottom of this. And by we, I mean you, because I am not able to do a whole lot.
You focus on getting better. I'm going to focus on trying to figure out what's happening here and what our next move is. Okay? You just rest.
If you find anything, you, let me know what's going on.
Always. It'll be alright. Just rest.
Alright.
Now we see Anderson kind of drift off to sleep. And we see Keanu still sitting there, kind of looking at these pieces of paper. And we cut away. We see Novik coming back over to the rest of the group, back in the tree line, away from the village. And Murph was kind of keeping an eye on him, like with the binoculars as he was over there talking to people. And Novik, you're back with the rest of the group.
They won't support us here, so they do not want us here, and they will not give us any aid. They don't even want to trade for any goods, because we have non-Poles here. And the tank brigade makes regular stops here, and they're afraid, reasonably so. But we should continue on. They will have nothing to do with us.
They don't want our money?
They want no trace of us. If they deal with us, the brigade there may be reprisals. It's not unheard of.
Look, we don't need to bring any more trouble to these folks. We've brought enough upon ourselves.
There's nothing else around here.
Yeah, welcome to the world we live in now.
They don't want to be punished as collaborators.
But yes, we should continue on and then find other accommodations elsewhere.
Well, question is, can Cap make it?
Well, I already told you guys, don't worry about me.
You can say that all you want, but I can see you. You look like shit.
Well, thank you. I've always looked that way. Look, I can keep moving, all right?
Don't push too hard. I know you're stubborn, old man, but I don't know.
Well, then you ain't going to tell me nothing. So let's keep trying to move along. I'll go as far as I can go. And
they told us the kind of area that the tank brigade patrols, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have that general idea that like their area of control, in other words, like where they kind of patrol outside of.
I see the red circle, but I wasn't sure that was just how meta that was or how much we actually didn't know of that.
No, that's kind of a general idea. But, I mean, if they're out looking for somebody, they might... That doesn't mean they're not going to drift outside of that red circle. You know what I mean? Just that's kind of like danger zone. You know?
We also have the map, right? With the X's of the coordinates that we were talking about going to.
Mm-hmm. And also the marking of where Lieutenant Bruce had last seen
The tank.
the tank, which is Shma.
But in looking at the map,
The black X's are what
the
British
coordinates that were
guy
on
was
that,
looking at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murph is like, why don't we follow the river, go west and then north, avoid their whole, what we think is their sphere of influence, and then start cutting back.
This was a 2-week journey, and we're turning it into a 3 or 4 week journey if we're not careful.
Hey, last time we decided to try to make it go faster. That didn't go so well.
Yeah, you fucked that up, didn't you? Novak, so how do we not die and get somewhere?
Why are you... We were planning to go north around this, is what the rest of the group is saying. We continue north like this one is saying. Is it Murph? Is that?
Yes, sir.
Go north for, 20, 30 kilometers, and then go around their basic area of operation. They stay close to home, but if they're looking for you, they may continue to look for you out of vengeance. But,
Gotcha.
so, we should hurry along and not be too slow.
We follow the river. You got fresh drinking water. You can do some fishing if you get lucky.
Yeah, I just filled up our water, so we're good for a while on that one, but we're not going to make it very far with food with a dozen of us, and we weren't able to ration up here in town, so that's going to slow us down even more.
I guess we eat the other people.
Guys,
That was
team?
joke.
Oh.
That was joke. I'm a funny guy, You don't know me yet.
Oh, you don't know the last guy that we just that we had dealt with. Looked a lot like you, but
That sounds very racist.
What was that team that their plane crashed? Like Argentinian soccer team? or
Yeah,
something
alive.
Like that? Yeah.
Donner, party of 5.
all right. I do believe that we should probably stick to the river then, just to keep our bearings. That usually helps as far as not getting off course.
Sir, are we morning, noon, or night?
It is daytime now.
We can probably get a few clicks in before nightfall. Do we want to try to get a little bit away from these people since they're so darn scared of us being around here?
This travel will be daytime. Sorry. The last one was morning already.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I 100% think we should continue to travel. They don't want to trade, and we got to get away from this.
So, all right. Is your group pretty good at navigation, or should we put Murphy here in charge?
I believe, meta-wise, we should probably put Murph in charge.
What about, is anybody better at survival? Because I'm a C and a C, so I've been rolling survival. I just didn't know if anybody.
I'm a B and a nothing.
Yeah, keep Murph on the recon side. By the way, Mr. Merrick, what do you think the odds are that the villagers over there are going to, if they get questioned, inform that we pass through?
Oh, they're going to rat on us the first time somebody says something. No questions.
He knows the people, that's why I asked him.
I don't know them. They may keep it to themselves, but they have no reason to not tell the Russians. So, I suggest we be very fast.
You hear that, Captain? Very fast.
Carry him if we must, but we need to move.
All right, you heard the man.
I can stay here and get by with the Russians. You lot, I do not think so.
You heard the man. Let's just go.
Can I make a suggestion?
What is it, Murph?
Maybe have Merrick, if he's so inclined, to just, before we head out, give the villagers a bit of a red herring and tell them that we're going to go to the village on the map that's northwest.
Yeah, give them a bit of a red herring so that they don't know which direction y'all went.
Right. There's a looks like another village or a town to the northwest. Maybe tell them that that's going to be our next stop.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah, the Chestoawa, however you
That's
say it.
that, by the way, for reference sake, is ruins. That's what all those little dots are.
Okay.
I was letting you guys know.
Something like that, or Krishapish. Whatever. Anyways, northwest to trying to find a village up there that will maybe trade with us. Just something to throw them off the scent.
Yeah, give him the old wink and the nod and tell him we're okie doking that way.
I mean, it can be framed by, hey, do you know anybody? You know.
That's not a bad idea.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
All right, so what exactly is the plan then?
We're going to persuade...
Merrick is going to go back into the village as we're leaving and try to tell them that we're heading to Zhirodov.
Which is to the southwest.
Yep.
Hey, do you know anybody there? Do you know if we would get a good
Chestahova.
reception? Yeah, I would say southwest,
What?
Jeremy, because
Oh,
we're
It's pronounced
moving north.
Chestahova.
Yeah,
Chestahova?
Chestahova.
Okay.
Your Chestohova.
but hey, do you know anybody up there, or what kind of reception do you think we'd get? Blah blah.
It's a
blah,
good
blah,
idea. All right. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you again, my friend. But, Zhirodov, is be friendly down there? We're just looking for a little bit of food to trade with, you know? Would they be more welcoming? I understand you are very close to Russians and, you know.
They may be. Possibly. I know they're probably slightly outside of the influence, at least of the Soviets, but I mean, everywhere has been having problems with marauders and the like, so...
Of course, law and order is a little bit hard to come by now. I get it.
Right. So, maybe.
Should I roll for persuasion?
I rolled 4.
Oh, you want me to, is it opposed?
Oh, are you trying to roll to see if you're basically trying to drop the hint that that's where you're going?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, yes, it'll be opposed.
Okay.
So go ahead.
To try to convince them.
Yep.
I got a 10 and a 4. I'll stick with 2. I'll stick with 2 successes.
Okay. All right, you might have better luck there. They are outside of the Soviets, for now, at least. But what the armored tank division is going to do, I don't know. I don't know.
No one can tell with these people. All right, well, we will check in with them and see what we can find. And I do appreciate your help, and I do understand that you not wanting to take the risk on yourself. I get it.
Yeah, they've historically not treated collaborators well, if you know what I mean.
I understand. All right, we will be on our way, and much thanks.
Thank you. And y'all head off. So you guys aren't heading that way because that was all a bluff. So I'm assuming you're going to circle back and then loop back around is your intent to make it look like you're going that way.
Yeah,
give
it's a
me a
10-kilometer hex, so make it look like we're heading that way and then go straight north.
Right. Okay. I mean, okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. Roll a recon roll for me, then. Actually, you know what? It would be their recon. It'd be the lowest person's recon on the NPC side.
Well,
Womp womp.
Oh yeah, who has the lowest recon as far as the NPCs go? I know, that's what I mean. No, point them out. I'll shoot them.
All 9 of them.
Watch out, Bruce.
Yeah, what's your recon, Bruce, actually?
I am a B and a D.
See, Bruce, and Bruce can actually push his roll, so.
Why don't you go ahead and roll, then, Bruce?
Sure thing. A
Holy
B
crap,
and a D.
you're lower than the NPCs.
That's going to be a 6. When you say it like that. A 1 success and a 5. So 1 success, a 6 and a 5.
All right. It is an opposed roll. Would you like to push it?
Nah.
No? You're just going to stick with the 1 success?
Classic Bruce.
Okay. All right. All right, so tell me what that looks like, you guys circling around and back up.
So since I'm the possibility of failing the recon, so as we're doing this, Bruce is going, we're going this way, heading towards that place. Making it kind of stupid and obvious. And then as soon as we think we're out of their view, we just cut and hang a right.
All right, roll it again at a -3 then.
Motherfucker.
To more accurately represent the dumb shit you were describing.
I really enjoy Bruce. This is fun. I like Bruce.
All right, so you guys are headed out. Need survival rolls from whoever's navigating and a recon roll from whoever's keeping watch.
Is anybody better than the C and a C?
For survival?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's our new guy? What's our new guy good at anything?
The things you guys aren't good at.
So survival and
What are
recon?
you talking about? I'm good at
First aid?
everything.
No.
Driving?
No. Well, he's
I have a B and a D in survival, but a A and a B in recon. So let's use me for recon.
I mean, the same person can do both roles. That's
Hey Murph, do everything.
no. It's still survival, Emmett, Murph, recon.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an 8 and a 4, so 1 success.
7 and a 9, so 2 successes.
all right. So you guys do not get lost, and you got 2 successes, Chris.
Yes, sir.
All right. Roll me a. You know, I'm going to roll it. Actually, roll me a D10, Chris.
7.
Roll me a hit location. No.
And in case I haven't rolled weather, I rolled a 5.
You had not rolled weather yet. All right, so it's still sunny. All right, so you guys go that 1 hex to the north, which basically requires going across that bridge that's right there. And you guys go across to the. I'm assuming that's where you're going, right? You said straight north?
Correct. Straight north.
Okay. As you're going along, Chris, up ahead, you actually see what looks like a gas station. It's kind of run down, like back in the.
Oh God, we do not
Country.
have
Nope.
good luck with gas
Nope,
stations.
nope, son of a...
Might as well be a cemetery.
And we cut away. We see Jacob and Old Scar. And they're kind of waking up, and Old Scar's still holding his arm and his shoulder. And he's just like, It's like splinted. I think Jacob had helped him splint it. And
he'd help him out with it.
So what do you think, Jacob?
Dude, I think my balls are itchy, man.
I don't think I can help you with that one, Jacob.
No, it's cool. I don't need help, man. But like, God, there's like ants crawling on me. But no, man, like, okay. So So Krakow, right?
Yes, Krakow.
Krakow. Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, Krakow.
You say Krakow?
Krakow.
That's right. Krakow.
Yes, Krakow.
Right. Cool. So, do you know how to get there?
Yes, but mostly I know how to get there.
Awesome, dude. Like, cause we're gonna head there, right? You know, like find safety in numbers and like cities and stuff, man. Like this country shit, man. Fucking sucks.
Yes, this is for the birds. Yes.
Like the birds.
Yes.
Alright. So, dude, but I don't really like know how to get out of here, you know? Like, so
Yes, I can get us there. It should be no problem.
yeah, I knew you knew, man.
Yes,
Alright.
it's southwest of here. It will be fine. We'll be fine. Just follow the road and the river to the southwest.
Dude, I didn't like the river. No like is Krakow on the river?
Yes,
dude?
his river runs right through Krakow. We'll be fine.
Dude, that was like, I'm pretty sure that was a movie, like way back, man. Like, fucking river runs through it. Dude, Brad Pitt, like, you know Brad Pitt, right?
I don't think so. I do not know this Brad Pitt.
And the other guy, what's his name, man? Robert Redford, right?
He was in a movie with Anthony Hopkins, was he not?
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, dude, fucking Legends of the Fall, man. I fucking love that movie, man.
Yes, the World War One. Yeah, I have seen that one.
I mean, I'm not too cool. Like the opium part, dude. Like I was like, I've been there, man. It's like I've seen that. I know, dude. I know what's up. But yeah, dude. Like, you want me to like see if I can scrounge up some mushrooms and stuff, dude, or like some potatoes? Like I'm getting pretty good at scrounging.
Yes, I mean if you would, that would be great. I wish I could help more.
Yeah, no, dude. No, you let your arm heal, man, and like I'll go see if I can scrounge up some stuff, man, because I legitimately don't think I'm very good at it, but I'll try. He's really not good at it, but yeah.
Roll survival for foraging, and then roll me a recon roll.
I deeply forgot how terrible his stats are. Deeply forgot how terrible his stats are. All right. Survival? That's a pushable one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1 and a 4. Nah, I'm not going to push that. And a recon?
Mm-hmm. And this one is not pushable.
That's fine. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It doesn't matter. Nah, 3 and a 4.
So Jacob's off and looking around for mushrooms or, some kind of food. What does that look like, Jeremy?
He's walking through. What kind of terrain is it? It's like open woodland.
More
open
woodland.
terrain?
Yeah, more woodland terrain.
Okay, it'd be funnier if it was open. He was looking for mushrooms.
There's no mushrooms out here, man.
So the mix. He's walking around and like he finds a stick and he starts swatting the grass with it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even really like he really just looks like a kid. Looking for worms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just fucking around, doesn't actually know what he's doing, and he's picking up logs and looking underneath him. He's like, "Hello, little mushroom dudes." Or he's like, "Dude, are you down there? Don't worry, it's cool. Like old Jacob's your bud, man."
So as he's doing this, all of a sudden Jacob looks up and there's a man standing there in civilian clothes, staring right at Jacob, and like over his shoulder behind Jacob we can see a woman also in civilian clothes. And the man kind of tilts his head to the side. And then we see another man come walking up, wearing a robe.